So I'm on the yard, contemplating my life, things not going well. That's when I seen this thing walking on the yard. She 5'7" with dimples. I mean, she's a bad mama jamma. Okay, she's a brick. She's once, twice, 3 times a lady. Yeah. When she walked by, Cliff said, "Hey, what's up, Erica?" I was like, "Hey, bro, you know her?" And he was like, "Yeah." I said, "How well do you know her?" Yeah, because I want to know, have you seen her naked? I'm just going to be honest. Don't get me wrong, if you have, it's no problem, but I need to know today. So Cliff was like, no, I ain't seen her like that. I said, well, shoot, call her back over here. So he calls her over. He says, "This is my boy Marcus." She never looked at me. She went, "Hey." Well, little did she know, that turned me on right there. I like a girl with attitude, yeah. I like spice. I eat spice. I eat that. I am the graduate assistant for the Lady Tigers. That's how I'm paying for school. So after we practiced, I took them to the cafeteria. While we in there eating, that thing walks in again. So the girls were like, "Well, Marcus, you think you a player, why don't you get her?" I said, "Bet." So I grabbed a napkin and I wrote on the napkin, "Are you interested in me? Check yes." That's it. This ain't no multiple choice. Check yes. So the girls are like, "Boy, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work." I said, "Well, it's really not to see if it's gonna work or not. I'm trying to see if she my type of girl. Does she have the type of personality I like? If she my kind of girl, when she get this, she gonna smile, maybe blush. And if she not my kind of girl, when she get the napkin, she gonna, who childish? That's not my type." So we passed the napkin over to her table, and we was just like this. She got the napkin. She opened it up. She smiled. I said, "Bingo." So I walked over there. I said, "Excuse me, but are you married?" She says, "No." I said, "Are you engaged?" She says, "No." "Do you have more than 2 kids?" No, because I can't take care of myself right now, so I don't want to add nobody else to this here. She says, "No." I say, "Do you have an incurable disease?" She said, "No." "But what are all the questions for?" I said, "I'm just trying to see what's going to stop us from being together." She said, "None of the above." I say, "Well, look here, I got $65 to my name. That's checking, savings, car console, under the mattress, in my socks. I want to spend it all on you." She said, "Oh, that's so sweet, but I got a date tonight." And little did she know, that turned me on again.